This video is sponsored by Y-Food. Today we've got a massive day for the BMW M4. It's going to be transformed, but first we've got a bit of moving to do. And finally, the baby. Okay, the M4 has came a long way since when we first started with it. It obviously came as a huge shock to me when I bought this to find it had a huge hole in the engine sump and the gearbox sump, along with all the other damage as well. But now we're at this stage, we're here, and this is where the fun begins. But before I start the mass of modifications on the BMW M4, one of the Liberty Walk cars has got to go. So if you're new to the channel, these are our Liberty Walk cars. The Maserati is mine and the Ford Mustang is my girlfriend's. We decided about a week ago that one of them has got to go. So Exclusive Competitions hosted a raffle where you guys will buy one ticket for £15 and the winner who will be picked at random will get to choose which one they'll take. Now we did the draw live on YouTube and someone called Calum Darby has won and he only bought one ticket for £15, so technically he'll be taking one of these cars for £15, but we're yet to know which one he wants to take. So we're driving to his house now and one of them will be going and he will make that decision. Pick the Mustang, come on.
The car, bro. That's your car. My nephew just won that car, bro. I'm not even lying. Yes. But off a £15 ticket. Yeah.
15 quid.
Yeah, man. How'd you get these tickets?
So we arrived at Calum's house where both cars seemed to attract a lot of attention, but Calum had to make his mind up which one he wanted to take. But it looks like his mind's already made up. We think he's already made his mind up. Hannah, I'm sorry, mate. The Mustang has gone. Congratulations, Calum.
Thank you.
£15.
I know, yeah.
One ticket.
I feel raving for everyone who brought more tickets.
That's it. But yeah, 21 years old, ain't you?
Yeah, I know. 21, living in Birmingham, so.
The youngest winner that we've had as well. And how much was your insurance quote?
I'll add one for 17,000.
17,000. So that pretty much sums it up. £17,000 to insure one of these for a 21-year-old in Birmingham. So potentially the Mustang may be going up for sale. Well, it definitely is going up for sale. But that's Caleb's choice, and that's everyone's choice who gets to win these cars. Like, you win them, you decide to sell them or not. He's obviously not going to pay £17,000 to insure the car. He can cash out and do what he wants. It's life-changing money. Do you know what you'll do with the money? Would you sell it or no?
Well, it's a deposit for a house.
Deposit for a house? So how mad is that? That is naughty, that is. Well, there we go. It looks like we're going to be seeing plenty more of the Maserati on the channel, which is not necessarily a bad thing. This is actually the longest I've probably actually kept a car. And what a really genuine, nice guy Calum was. To win a Ford Mustang, Liberty Walk, at 21 years old, it really sounds as if we've changed his life. And we did that together as a community. If that don't make you feel good, then I don't know what does. Right, M4 time. But before we start work on the M4, it's time for a Y-Food. If you're like me and on a busy day like today, you're guilty of just going out and grabbing some fast food or food which is not necessarily good for you, then Y-Food could be your answer. What Y-Food is a meal replacement drink. It's not a protein shake, it's not a diet drink, it simply just replaces your meal. So when I'm feeling hungry around lunchtime, instead of me going straight to the sweet drawer, I'll fill my beaker with one of these sachets of my favourite flavour. And inside one of these sachets is 400 calories, full of the things you need. It's high in fibre, it's high in protein, and there's 26 vitamins and minerals in there. So if you want to start feeling healthier, click the link in the description box below, and with help from this banner appearing underneath me right now, you're going to get yourself a nice little discount off your first starter pack of Y-Food with these sachets. Once you've found your favourite flavour, you can then go on to the 1.5 kilogram bags which I've got here. Thanks Y-Food for sponsoring this video. Let's get on to the M4. Okay, so by the end of this video, we will be rectifying the satin black wings because we will be changing the whole colour of the BMW M4. But unfortunately, the colour that we're going for won't match these blue calipers. So that's the first thing on the list. Let's get to it. So first thing I do is remove the rubber cap covering the bleed nipple. Then I'll rub the caliper down with some 800 grit sandpaper. I'll then use this wire brush to get in all the crevices to make sure it's properly rubbed down. Then go at it again with some more finer grit sandpaper. Hit it with a brake and clutch cleaner to make sure it's proper clean before we apply the paint. And here's the paint. Yes, we're going for yellow. Now, I've always had better experience with just hand brushing it on, but a lot of you guys are probably going to kill me for that. But just trust the process. Wait until we build up some layers. Whilst we're waiting for the first layer to dry, I'm going to remove the bumper to move on to the next modification. Yellow wrap. I'm going to apply the yellow wrap to these support bars at the front, and you should just be able to see them behind the kidney grills, which will give a nice subtle finish when it's done. Pop the bumper back on just to see what it looked like. Yes, exactly how I wanted it. Third modification. This one's definitely going to be a hit and miss for a lot of you, but I think this one's going to look cool. Yellow tint film. This is just some cheap film off eBay. You apply it with some soapy water, push out the bubbles, and then heat up the edges to seal it all. Yes, I love it. It's different, but I love it. Okay, first off, look at this. The M4 is looking so aggressive now with those yellow tint film on the front. Again, with the yellow bars as well inside the kidney grill. That is looking so aggressive. I know some of you may not like it, or maybe a 50-50 modification, but I think that is looking evil. And my brake calipers have dried. Well, they're not the greatest thing I've ever done in my entire life. They're a bit iffy, but you know what? They're not too bad. They're hidden behind the wheel, but I think they need some stickers, and we will be changing those wheels as well. They are really nice wheels, but we will be changing them. We'll be going up in size. Now, the whole idea of this video was for me to do all this yellow stuff on the car and then reveal why I'm doing all this yellow stuff with the colour of the wrap that we're going for on the BMW M4. But the bad news is the wrap hasn't turned up in time. But the good news, something else has. Yes, you know what this means. It's exhaust time. So we all know the last remaining part of the damage on this BMW M4 is the exhaust underneath. It looks like it's been squashed with a forklift, which is not only affecting the power, we think, because it's obviously squashing the exhaust, it's also affecting the sound. But let me show you guys. You know what, the standard exhaust really ain't that bad. It still crackles and pops, and it is quite noisy, but obviously it's damaged. But yeah, I really don't think the M4 sounds that bad from standard. I mean, it's no V8, but the exhaust is alright for a standard exhaust. You know what, it's actually probably one of the best stock exhausts I've heard anyway. But that's making me more excited to get the Scorpion one on, because I know it's going to sound 10 times better, and also we're going to get a little bit more performance out of it. Well, a little bit more, I think a lot more. And I've just noticed the headlights, they look so good in yellow now. How aggressive does that look from the front? Oh my days. Anyway, enough of that, let's get to the unit and let's start fitting the Scorpion exhaust. Okay, change of plan. If I keep doing it in my ramp, my back is just gonna go to a million pieces. So Mallory Performance luckily have a free ramp. Yes! So my back isn't gonna go. Let's carry on with the exhaust in a 2-post ramp where I can stand up. I'm telling you, this is gonna be loud. Wait until you see the exhaust. But first, we've got to get this exhaust off. I'm in line with the stars. So at least now I can stand up underneath the ramp. And I've got help from the Mallory lot. First things first, we need to disconnect the exhaust from the downpipes. It's just held on with 4 bolts. They're pretty rusty, so I took my time. Then I'm just going to unbolt the hangers. This one was bent from the forklift, but we managed to work our way around it. Then disconnect the electrical connectors on the valves on the back of the exhaust. and the hangers on the back, then we can lower the exhaust down. God knows how I would have done this on my own. And here's the old exhaust.
If I wanna live like I'm trying to reach enlightenment, trail spill from my lips, feel bent from the bib, take a sip till I pass out.
Okay, so here we go, the standard exhaust. Although this is quite loud as it is, I'm actually surprised. We've got the back box. That thing is so heavy. I'm surprised how heavy that thing is here. Here are the electronic valves which open and close to make it louder and quieter in sport mode and comfort mode. Going down to the resonator and then the secondary cats. Now the new exhaust, the Scorpion exhaust, is, well, it doesn't have any resonators or cats until we get to the back box here, which looks absolutely crazy as well. That is sick. I always end up going for Scorpion because it's really reasonably priced. They always sound really good as well. Now it's YouTube religion to start the car with no exhaust on. We have to do it. God, that is loud. Right, it sounds awful. Let's get the new exhaust on. Let's go. Okay, off comes the valves off the old back box and put them on the new back box. Then connect the new exhaust back onto the downpipes. Connect the hangers on. Bit of exhaust paste around the connections. And work from the front backwards till finally getting the back box on.
Like 1 carat, 2 carat, more carats. She look carrots like a bunny, got a hops up. Don't care for designer, got her own drip. Don't care for the phones, got her own whip. Don't care for the scenes, take her
Then
own
finally
trip.
the Scorpion carbon tips, which look absolutely sick. And this is it, finished underneath the car. No resonators there anymore. First start up, Scorpion exhaust, non-res, secondary cat delete. Come on, sound good, please. That took ages. Oh, that was so loud. Okay, so this is valves closed. Rev. Pour. Open the valves. That is so loud. Oh my God. And we've still got the decats to do. Let's take it for a drive. Already there's a noticeable difference in sound, and also, well, throttle response is improved as well. It feels quicker. But I don't know whether, it might be a placebo effect because I'm making a hell of a lot more noise. It does sound so sick though. Perfectly on cue, it started raining. Rain and an M4 is not the two most best of things, but the exhaust, I am well over the moon about it. It sounds like a monster now. It's just purring away. You know what? Let's do a little comparison, a before and an after. Hannah's in there and Hannah's about to rev it. Oh my God, that sounds so that I was not expecting that from a BMW M4. That is so sick. But again, guys, thanks for watching this video. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.